We are Rancheria Falls. No, we're not in Texas or Mexico. We're in the Yukon. We're near Teslin.
No, we're like 100 miles from Teslin.
We're still 100 miles from Teslin. In Canada, if we were near something, it's Teslin and it's 100 miles away. So that's what we're near. I don't know what else we're near. But Rancheria Falls.
Rancheria?
But they got this really nice boardwalk leading us to this apparent waterfall. So far we haven't seen any bears. We told the people at Watson Lake, Yukon, that we hadn't seen no bears, and they couldn't believe it. They go, "How can you not see a bear?" I'm like, I don't know, you tell me. It's your country, you know. So I heard Jody making...
I was laughing at you.
Oh, she's laughing at me. Not with me, but at me. So I'll pause until we get to the waterfall. We're at the end of this boardwalk. Got my breath back. We're walking uphill. So I don't know. Is this the waterfall or is there another one down there?
This is it. This is what they consider to be waterfall.
The signs will say La Chute. La Chute. La Chute. Like the French people will say La Chute. It's like, follow me. So I'm gonna... There must be something down here. They want to build a fancy boardwalk for nothing. These boardwalks are nice. It helps keeps the bears from getting you. You think this is to keep the bears from getting you?
No, I think it's so you can walk easily out there.
Alright.
And then if you cross all these rocks.
Okay, so this, oh, this must lead into this river. Let me pause this. I'm back. Had to walk to the end of this boardwalk. This is really nice. So this is like in the middle of when you say in the middle of nowhere, like you used to think like Tampico is in the middle of nowhere, you know, we go 5 miles from Tampico, like, oh, I'm in the middle of nowhere. We are hundreds of miles from anything that's considered a large town. Maybe 1,000 miles from anything that's considered a large town, and 100 miles from a town. So as you leave one town, before you see a gas station, before you see the gas station, it'll say next gas 170 kilometers or 250 kilometers. And then I'm like, oh crap, what's that mean in miles? And then I do my math in my head, figure it out. So basically I just take about 60% of whatever kilometers, and that's about miles. So this is pretty cool. It's like, this must be like an island. It's like an island. You see the stream or river on the other side, and you got this one here. And then the confluence of the, I think it's the same river or creek meet here. Pretty interesting. I don't have my whiffer totally back, but I can smell the pine.
I can't smell it at all.
Jody gets like this smell of perfume in her head from nowhere. Just
oh, it
like
happened once.
Randomly smells perfume like in the truck. Don't know what we don't have any perfumes. I don't know what that's about. So we're just driving along, minding our own business. And there's a herd of wild horses in the middle of the road up here. I guess they're minding their own business. I didn't know there was wild horses in the Yukon. Hi, horsey. We drove hundreds and hundreds of miles to the Utah desert looking for wild horses and didn't see any. And then here we are. I'm making a video.
Head southeast on Yukon 1 East.
Okay, head southeast on Yukon, whatever. So anywho, I'm making a video. There's a lake over there. There's some people over there. The sign there says, entering Yukon, larger than life. So why would that say entering Yukon? Because, woohoo, we're in Alaska. Actually, I don't know if I'm in Alaska yet or not. But, it must be. My truck is over there. So, this is number 50. So, been to 49 states. Isn't weird? I've been to 49 states, and Alaska's the 49th state, but it's the 50th state that I will enter. That's a fact. So, and then entering Yukon over there. So the road to Alaska, the last 100 miles has been adventurous of all the frost heaves in the road. They're like big old deep dips in the road, like 6 inches, like grooves. And like you hit those and it just throws you around. And then there's a bump in the front and bump from behind. It tosses you around, and it makes me nervous that it's gonna knock the camper loose or whatever. So it talks about we've got bigger problems than mosquitoes. Yeah, I'm getting swarmed by mosquitoes right now. I wouldn't say they're huge or anything, but they're annoying. Got a few things you can look at and read about. Talks about the Alaskan Highway through Alaska. And some other things about wildlife and some different things. Alaska public lands, and about a treaty, 1929, Canada. Well, this must be the actual border. Oh, international boundary right here. So here's the boundary. Look, I got my foot. 2 countries. There you go. Got my this foot in the U.S., this foot in Canada. Pretty cool. Oh, it looks like they got a fence right there. So don't you cross here and you don't cross over there. So actually, we didn't want to really go across the. Well, no, I guess we're too late because we passed the Canadian customs there. So if we turn around, we're like a no man's land right now. We haven't crossed into the U.S. custom border to get into Alaska. That's up the road a little bit. And we passed the Canadian line back there a little bit. So we're in like no man's land. And really, like if you look, as far as I can look, there's a cut through the border all the way through there. I wonder if that goes the entire border. There's no fence. It's just like stakes. It's like, okay, here's a stake. Don't you cross here and don't you cross there. So, oops, I'm back in the Yukon again. More information about. So this stuff is all about the Yukon, and the stuff over there is about Alaska. This is pretty cool. Canada and Alaska right here. Alright. Once again, there's the sign. Welcome to Alaska.